Northwest Arkansas is often noted for its affluence and progressive ways. However, in this region, like most in America, there's a working class that still struggles to make ends meet. Berenice Melchor lives within one of these Alice households. She was placed in difficult financial situations despite her having a high-demand city employee job. I sat down to speak with her about her story and her current career, which started for reasons that surprised me.
So back in March of 2023, I received an eviction notice in my rental, which I had been there for 10 years. And then just the process of having to move within 30 days and realizing that rents are higher than what I was paying, less housing, just made me realize that my income needed to grow more because I was not going to make it with my work salary.
And was the eviction kind of like out of nowhere, or had you already had
Yes,
trouble?
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Like me, I don't know what was behind it. To be honest with you, he didn't give me any specifics when I asked him, but he just said it was time for me to move on after 10 years being there.
Wow. The housing shortage crisis has a huge impact on Alice families. Cost-burdened housing occurs when a household spends more than 30% of its income on housing costs, and as a result are more likely to face eviction and have fewer resources to pay for other essential items. And where were you working before then?
Well, I had been working for the Benton County for the past 10 years. At that time, I was working for the prosecutor's office as a victim advocate.
Gotcha. And what got you into that line of work?
Well, that was one of those things that I was just looking for a different opportunity, got into it and really found passion on it since I, had been a victim of domestic abuse as a child, which I survived that, and then being able to help those victims and give them voice and help them through their criminal process, just like really open a passion that I didn't know I had.
Gotcha. So your childhood, did that, I guess, mark a lot of your childhood?
Yes. So it was definitely hard. As a child, you never understand why your parent, who's supposed to be there to protect you, is harming you or hurting you. So it was just really hard to understand that part of it. But as I grew up, I always had a mindset that I'm not going to fall into those steps or that cycle, because now I know it's called a cycle.
Berenice spoke to me about resilience, perseverance, and a vision of being better for her children as keys to breaking the domestic abuse cycle. Now her fight is more financial, but entrepreneurship has allowed her to be more present for her children. Yeah. So tell me about your new business.
So our business is called Bills. We started it in June of 2023. And we're basically focused on doing interior construction, such as siding, or we do sheetrock, flooring, cabinets, anything that has to do with interior. We can do anything from new construction all the way to remodeling. So that's, kind of where we are. And we're excited that it's just taking on.
Cool. And how the finances been better since you've been doing that?
Yes, I can actually tell you that I don't struggle to pay my bills. Now I have enough money to pay my rent and my bills, and I'm not like struggling every paycheck to paycheck like I was before.
Dope, real dope. What's other great parts about your new job?
So it gives me the flexibility to also be with my family. So I have a child that is autistic. And he needs a lot of therapy, OT, physical, speech. So it was a lot of, when I had a job, it was a lot like, I need to take off to take him here. I need to, and it was inconvenient, not just for my, my work, but also for me to have to always feel like I'm letting someone down, right? Because I have to be absent from work, or I have to be absent from my child's life. And this opportunity has granted me the flexibility to be more present in their life, more active in the things they do at school. So it's just been really great for me.
Gotcha. So one child, was it two? How many kids?
I have three total, but the
Okay.
youngest one is autistic, and we just been really blessed with him because he has shown us a lot of patience. A different road that we had not, gone through, but he's a very bright little boy and he's thriving, and I feel like a lot has to do with me being more involved in his life than before when I was at work.
Dope. So 3 kids, what's their names and ages?
The oldest one, her name is Itzel, and she's 22.
Okay.
I have a middle child, Liam, and he's 8.
Okay.
And then the youngest one is Adric, and he's 5.
Real cool. Which one's your favorite? I'm joking.
There's no favorite.
You thought about it though. You looked a little
I
bit,
know,
you looked to
I
the
know.
side, like actually the middle one.
No.
Cool. Jokes aside, Berenice loves being a mom and really just family in general, which is why she was hit so hard when her mom was diagnosed with cancer.
But when they found the cancer, it was stage 4, and it was basically all over her body. She had it in her lungs, her bones, and her brain. So she deteriorated really quickly. She stopped talking. It was a lot of appointments going back and forth. And she passed away in that home, in the one that I got evicted from.
I've had a chance to speak with you a few times before this. How do you maintain your positive energy? Because you give off a very cool, victorious radiance.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest, it's really hard. I feel like life has thrown a lot of curveballs my way, and I try to jump through those. And there's times when I'm crying behind the scenes, right? When I just need that cry, and then I'm like, okay, I have to do it for my kids. I have to keep going for my kids.
If you had a lot of your time and energy back from not needing to do so much, how do you think it would impact your life and others?
Oh, I think I would have been a lot more present in my children's life. I think that's one of the things that a job took away from me, the energy that I didn't have to give to my children. And I feel like if I could go back, I would probably think about starting a business sooner to have the flexibility that I have now, to be able to provide more presence in my children's lives.
So what's next for you, or any other grand aspirations that you would like to achieve?
Well, right now my greatest one is to be able to have my own home. I want to be able to have a home to provide a more secure environment for my kids, because right now I'm renting again, right? So I don't know if they'll give me an eviction notice next month.
Right.
You just never know when that's going to happen. Now I'm very cautious on I hate to make my kids feel like this is home because we got kicked out of home,
Right.
So it's just challenging for me to be able to give them that stability that they need in their life, especially with autistic kids. For my son, transition is the hardest thing in his life, in any place. So having him to move from house to house would not be suitable for him. So I want to be able to provide a home that I can say, this is our home, we're paying. We can structure his room to be more sensory friendly for him. Right now, I have limitations because I'm renting. I can't really provide that for him.
Right.
So that's my greatest dream, to be able to own my own home and accommodate it for my kids' needs.
I get it. Hope it comes soon, and when the time is right, I know a real dope construction company.
There you go, yeah, right? That's what we want to do, yes.
Although Berenice is in an improved position, there's still so much that could be done. It's unfortunate that the time and energy drain she's escaping from is still experienced by so many other Alice households. But I look forward to you getting that dream house one day, Berenice. Till next time, yeah.